Hey everyone, welcome to Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you a TV, I guess in this case, season review. What the hell is the King talking about? Well, I'm talking about Echo, which just dropped literally early this morning on Disney Plus. Man, I'm telling you, it was interesting. But anyways, it stars Alaqua Cox. I hope I pronounced that right. Charles Spanson, Graham Greene, which is phenomenal to see him in there as, I guess, her grandmother's ex or something like that. You had Tantoo, Cardinal, Devery Jacobs. You got Cody Lightning, Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin. You had Andrew Howard, he's one of the baddies. You have Dannie McCallum. Charlie Cox was a little bit in there, but we'll get into it. But for the most part, yeah, I went into this thing like I do with any other Disney Plus shows in mind, guys, that it's going to be okay. So maybe my low expectations are going to get the better of me, with this review. So, I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit more lenient. Who knows? But it's going to be spoilery. So I have that spoiler alert right on the screen right away because you never know if I'm going to blab my mouth and reveal things. I'm not going to go through all the details and stuff. That's up to you guys to watch. It's 5 episodes, roughly about 3.5 hours, I want to say, in total. The longest episode was episode number 1. The shortest was the last one, which I think was like 36 minutes, but with the credits and post-credit scene, you're probably looking at 30 minutes at the most. But overall thoughts, I liked it. I'm not going to say it's the best Disney Plus series out there. Still, WandaVision's my number 1, I can tell you right now. This one is one of the better ones, I'm going to tell you right. I think better than Hawkeye. If you guys like the Native American Aboriginal culture, you got introduced to this big time because she is of that ethnic background. Loved the way they incorporated that into her story and how they tied up things with Daredevil, Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner's in there in the first episode, Kingpin himself, and how they kind of flash back here and there, her growing up and how she met him and not be able to hear, and her father's death, how it's connected to Kingpin, and that's why she shot him. It was pretty cool to see that the Kingpin didn't bite the big one. He just got shot in the face. And you kind of understood that, right? There's one part in the, I guess, episode number 4 that it looked like they were done. She was going to get killed with whoever else she associated with, but there's only one person who could void everything and void the hit, and that was him. And he got pissed off, so he decided to go after him at the end of the episode of the series, which, he got a little shell shocked with the mythical powers and healing that she kind of had from her mother, got passed down generation to generation. It was pretty cool how you had that storyline. If I had to describe this series, guys, it's basically a 5-episode origin story of Echo, which was pretty cool. I didn't mind it at all. That's what I consider it more than anything. There's not a lot of action, but there is. It's okay. It's not anywhere near the other Marvel shows, I can tell you right now. It was there just to progress the story. A lot of dialogue, a lot of family turmoil, a lot of healing and all this stuff, and why she kind of leaned towards the Kingpin and all that stuff. A little bit of the Kingpin's history, telling her, about the hammer, that he's the one who killed his own father because his mother was being abused by him, and until he got older, he had the strength to do something. It's public knowledge. You can read up yourselves, but done in the MCU kind of way. It's pretty cool. And the way she kind of healed him. And then at the post-credit scene was the biggest thing, was that they were talking about some mayoral race that someone needs, someone from the outside to come in to kind of make a change. And I gave the Kingpin himself, Vincent D'Onofrio's character, an idea. Let's just say that maybe he'd possibly run for mayor. And of course, Maya ends up going with her family and everything's all forgiven, having another picnic and stuff. But from beginning to end, I wasn't bored. I think the weakest episode, was episode number 2 out of all of them. But everyone had a meaning. There's a reason, to build up upon, each other one. The train sequence was pretty cool when she kind of broke into thinking that she's going to steal something with her cousin, which was hilarious. That guy's the best, But like I said, little funny parts here and there, nothing too serious. The Daredevil fight between her and him in episode, it happens in the first episode. You don't see Daredevil besides that, so that's another spoiler. It's only one and done pretty much, which was okay with me. I didn't expect him to be in here a lot, but the fight scene is good. It's not great. It's not as bad as you saw that early leaks that you saw on the internet and stuff. Don't even bother with that. That's, a bunch of BS. Like, I knew it was kind of like staged, that someone just kind of, took their practice thing and posted it, and everybody's like, knocking out the series. Is the series as bad as it is? No. All 5 episodes dropped, because I was a little concerned. I'm like, why are they dropping all 5? Usually it's a week-to-week thing, but I guess they didn't want to drag it out and kind of like, drop it. It is what it is. Take it as it, But I think it done it justice this time better for this MCU TV show rather than week to week, because I don't think people will be kind of like tuned in. They might have lost viewership as you watch week to week, because once you find out maybe that the Daredevil's not in it throughout the whole series, Vincent D'Onofrio, holy shit, magic. Every time that man's on screen, that's the Kingpin. And who we got is kind of like a glimpse of the Kingpin somewhat from the Netflix series, or what he could become, which is going to be phenomenal. That's why I can't wait to see him in the Daredevil series. And of course, John Barenthal's Punisher is supposed to be in that too. So let's see how that's going to go. But overall, I'm okay with watching it. Would I tell you guys to watch it for yourselves? Yeah, I know. If you're worried about it being like all the other MCU TV shows that we got recently, like Hawkeye, then I would tell you, don't worry. Check it out. If you want to see a little bit of the Kingpin in this one and his human side, his kinder side in this, watch it. If you're a big fan of Echo, I never read her in the comic books, don't know the origin, don't know anything, so I went in this thing blind. I was interested, intrigued. I love the American Indian culture and how that would play a part in the MCU moving forward, if it does. But very interesting, very shot, it was shot well, in my personal opinion. Like I said, it wasn't a big, complicated storyline. It wasn't like, oh my God, you have to watch this. 5 episodes, kind of understand why it was like that. Did I need any more? No, I think it kind of tied itself up very quickly. Could have even been probably a 3-part miniseries, in my personal opinion. But it was okay. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. Check it out for yourselves. It's streaming on Disney Plus right now. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's my official Season 1 review of Echo on Disney Plus. I hope you guys like it. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Kicking off Volume 6 of the Movie Throne. There'll be more reviews coming your way rather than podcast episodes. I think we're going to have like podcast specials, maybe once a month, twice a month, pretty much once a month, every other month. We'll figure something out. If there's something I want to talk about, I'll do a podcast special. But for the most part, I'm going to be sticking to TV reviews and, of course, movie reviews, because that's what we're called, the damn Movie Throne. So until next time, be the hell good. Stay off the King's throne. And I'll see you where? Right here on YouTube land. Take it easy. See you soon.